Hello friends and welcome back to the horror section. This is going to be a pawn shop pickup. I got all these at a pawn shop and I think I got some really cool stuff. And of course I got the natural disasters behind there. Earthquake and typhoon to help me show the videos off. But let's go. First off, I got Creepshow 3 on DVD. I usually don't see this one too much. Tales of Murder, Mayhem, and Madness. I think this is the one of them that people usually say they don't really care for too much, but I figured I'd grab it and see what it's about. I don't know if I've actually seen this one. This one's from HBO Video, and it's just one that seems like it's hard to get, so I wasn't going to let it sit there, so I grabbed it. So, looks pretty neat, but you got anything, any comments, please comment below about this one, because this is just one that I don't think I've seen. I've seen the first two, but I don't really remember this one that good. So that's Creepshow 3. And then Betty Davis in Dead Ringer. Mirror, mirror on the wall, now who's the fairest twin of all? So this one looks pretty interesting. I've probably seen this one, but it's been a pretty good while, so I couldn't really tell you that much about it, but, you know, it seemed kind of interesting, so I figured I'd grab this. Dead Ringer on DVD, pretty cool. I like the cover. It looks like a cool cover. I just always remember seeing this cover. Don't really remember that much about the movie, though, if I've seen it. And then I got a Roger Corman classic, Death Sport. And this one's got David Carradine in it. And I always like these crazy Roger Corman movies. They're always just pretty much bonkers, just crazy stuff going on in them. And this is a new Concord, which I believe is his company, if I'm thinking right. But pretty cool. I was glad to find this one, Death Sport. I've seen a lot of his, and some of them kind of, I don't know, they kind of run together a little bit, if you will. I mean, it's hard to remember. He's had so many of them, so I don't really remember if I've seen this one or not, but I had to check it out for just the Roger Corman craziness. But that's Death Sport. And then I found one that I was actually looking at Walmart, down a dark hall. And this is one of them I had on one of my newer release videos not too long ago, so I was definitely glad to pick this one up. Seems like a pretty cool little movie here, but I don't really know that much about it. If you've seen it, please comment below. I was definitely glad to find this one. This seems like one that me and my wife would really enjoy. She kind of likes these, I don't know what you call them, kind of a ghost, kind of a, you know, just a kind of a creepy movie that's got, you know, a little bit of mystery to it. And that seems like what this one is, but I'm not really for sure. But like I said, I didn't mind picking this one up at the pawn shop. Pretty cool. So that's Down a Dark Hall. And on to the Blu-rays. But I actually got 2 DVDs, but they're the best ones I found, so I'm going to leave them for last. And I found Bounty Hunter, The Road Warrior meets Kill Bill. So this has got to be like the nuttiest thing you've ever seen. And this looks like one of those Roger Corman movies. I don't know if this is actually, he might have had a hand in this one, I don't know, but this one seems sort of like right up his alley, though. It almost seems like that other movie I showed, the Death Sport, but looks pretty interesting. So I guess if I like Death Sport, I'll probably like this one too. Oh, Bounty Killer. I think I actually said Bounty Hunter. I apologize for that. Bounty Killer. I think I said Bounty Hunter at first. And this one is a Blu-ray DVD, I think. Blu-ray and the DVD. Yep. Pretty cool. So, Bounty Killer. Not Hunter, Bounty Killer. If I could learn how to read. But this one does seem pretty cool. This is a new Roger Corman. It just reminds me of one of his movies. And then I found Schwarzenegger in Commando. And I used to like this movie pretty good on Blu-ray, so I wasn't going to pass this one up. This is one of those cool action movies that he used to have. I always enjoyed his action movies. They were just kind of cornball, but they were fun. I always enjoyed them. But this is one of them I pretty much enjoyed pretty good. Had Arnold in there, and of course Alyssa Milano and I think Alyssa's like his daughter on here, and they kidnap her or something. Of course, he's got to go after him. So this one's pretty entertaining, just kind of a nutsy, kind of cool action movie with Schwarzenegger when he was in his prime, I guess you could say, in action movies. Pretty cool. And I don't pass up a Disney movie if I can, find it at a pawn shop. This one only has the Blu-ray, but who cares? These are Disney movies, just stay at a high price the entire time. So if you find one, I usually get them and try to trade them away to people, because people usually like them real good. So you can get them and just trade them away and stuff. Pretty cool. So, and this one right here, I believe this is one my boy really likes. My son really enjoys this one. I might actually have it already. I can't remember, but, at a pawn shop, I just went ahead and grabbed it. So that's Disney Planes, Fire, and Rescue. So it's pretty much cars in the air, I guess you could say. I don't know it. But pretty cool. And I found this one, The Final Patient, Every Miracle Has Its Price. Not really for sure about this one. But it was an Echo Bridge, and sometimes they're kind of hard to find, so I just went ahead and grabbed it. It's got Bill Cobbs in it, and so he usually does a pretty good job. It's got a few special features there. So, not really for sure about this. It might be pretty entertaining, but I don't really know. I just, it's just kind of like one that you find it at a pawn shop, and I just went ahead and grabbed it because it looked kind of interesting, but don't know that much about it. Then I found one that I don't think this has been out very long. If it come out this week or maybe last week, I'm not really for sure. Searching. It hasn't been out very long. I know I showed this maybe on one of my newer release. I think I did. But I'm not really for sure. But I found this and I thought it seemed kind of cool. It's like his sister goes missing. Maybe sister or daughter. I can't remember. I believe it's his sister. 16-year-old daughter goes missing. It's his daughter, I'm sorry. His daughter goes missing, and the police get called in to figure out, what happened to her. And he goes onto the only place nobody checked was the internet, the way it says. And, I guess it's just a crazy movie where he's just trying to find his daughter, and he goes on the internet checking for it. And Hitchcock levels of suspense, so it might be pretty good. I've not really heard of it. I like that guy as an actor. He's in a couple oddball movies, but he's pretty good. I guess John Cho, I don't even know how you pronounce his name. I've seen him in a few things, and I didn't mind him too bad, so thought this wasn't too bad at a pawn shop. And this thing's pretty new. Like I said, it's a pretty new movie. It either come out maybe last week or the week before that. But so, didn't mind grabbing this at a pawn shop, so pretty cool. That's Searching. No One is Lost Without a Trace. And for my final ones here, I told you I had two DVD, and this is one of them, School's Out, another cool slasher movie, and this one's actually sealed. So, I was actually talking to my friend to try to get this one, and I went to the pawn shop, and lo and behold, they actually had a perfect copy of it. I don't know, I have no idea. This is a pretty cool find. You can see why I left this till the end. It's in perfect shape. It's a Fangora magazine movie. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I've seen a few of theirs, as I can't get the phone to... there we go. And it's an MTI, Bedford Entertainment. And sometimes sometimes those aren't good indicators on movies, but I'll give this one a shot. It looks pretty cool. I think it's a German slasher movie, if I'm thinking right. School's Out. This class is dying to graduate. So, not really for sure. It looks like a cool movie. I'll have to check this one out for sure. But, that's School's Out. And the last one here is just good. It just pretty much blowed my mind when I seen this. This was the craziest, one of the best. I've had some pretty good pickups. This is one of the best pickups I've had. And pretty much a lot of people agree with me. It's a movie I kind of enjoy. I actually do like it. It's a real low budget kind of, I don't know what you would say. I just enjoy it for the movie value of just seeing it and how cool it is. It's kind of low budget, and cheaply made it looks, but I just enjoy it. Dun dun dun. Blood Moon. In a perfect, I could not believe this, and this is, that I could tell, a legitimate copy. Somebody even put I don't even see that. Somebody put some stuff in there. I guess there's a guy that I get these from where I live, and he has look at that. The pawn shop that I get this from, this guy actually collects movies like this, but I don't know why I cannot figure out why. He said he just brought in a stack of movies and traded them in, and this was one of them, because I was asking, like, where did you get this from? You know, and the pawn shop guy didn't think nothing about it, because he doesn't really know just a crazy movie like this one. And he said he just brought it in with a stack, and he said most of the movies, so I'm thinking whoever the collector had this in his stack for some reason. I don't know. He was just going to trade in a bunch of movies, and this was in there. So I was happy as a lark when I seen this. I could not believe it, and it's in great shape. He just somehow, I have no idea. Because, like I said, it even had the thing in there to keep the disc from getting loose. And, you know, a lot of collectors put in there. I have no idea. But I just thought that was cool. And I'm happy. He said he just brought in a big old stack of movies and just traded, you know, just selling them in or whatever. And this was one of them. So, like I said, I don't know if the person just didn't know that he had this in there, because there's no way he would have, if he's a horror movie collector. But I think he said that, you know, he collects a lot of movies, so maybe he didn't know that this was worth any, you know, wasn't very good. I mean, for most people, if they watch this movie, it isn't like the best movie in the world, but I enjoy it pretty good. I think it's a cool movie. It's just a very odd movie, I guess you could say, a very, weird one, but I really enjoy it, and I'm glad to have this in my collection. I mean, it's in this. I'm pretty much over the moon about this, finding this. But like I said, that collector, he might be into, you know, like your mainstream movies or something, and this was just one of them that I don't know, but I'm glad to get it. But that's why I always go to that pawn shop up there, close to where I live. There must be a couple people that's collectors there that trade in stuff, because I get a lot of good stuff there. Like, you know, like this schools. I don't know if this is from the same person, but just stuff like this. It's weird. Like, I don't know why people get this and then trade it. Like, I don't know. It just does not make any sense to me. I mean, if you've got a crazy movie like Blood Moon, I'd want to keep it, but I don't know. But like I said, I was just happy to find this, and you can tell why I left this one for the end. I wanted to show this one at the end. This is a very cool pickup. Probably one of my better ones. Not the greatest I've ever got, but for a single movie, this is a pretty daggum good one. So I was happy to find it. And let's see here. I know it's got let's see, it had a card in there, I believe. I thought that was weird. It's got the little, I don't know. I don't know if he ordered, I don't know. Some people put that in there. I've never put, like, the little, that right there in there. I guess it's for holding the disc in place is what I'm thinking. But, pretty cool. Very cool. I'm glad to get this one. So I don't know if they ordered it from somebody and then they just didn't like it and they took it to the pawn shop. I'm not really for sure on that. Because usually if you order movies, sometimes the people will be nice enough to put those, this collector might actually, I don't put them in my movies, because if they're on the shelf or in my crates or whatever, the disc is not really going to fall out. So I don't really know why that's, but pretty cool. Like I said, it's got a few little cool special features there. Ooh, and this is the standard and the 16.9 whatever. I don't but and this is an Artisan, and a lot of theirs are very hard to find, just like this one is. So if you actually find anything from Artisan right here, you might want to check it up on your on Google just to see if it might be out of print or worth some money. And ooh, I'm just happy to get this one. Really cool movie. Like I said, it's not the best like movie you'll ever see. It's just a fun watch. It's just it's a fun movie to me. It's just so bizarre and so cool. I just really enjoy it. I'm just happy to have this one. Like I said, and hope you enjoyed the video. Please give me a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, have a good one, and see ya.